Today, we're asking the question that no one in Albany wants to answer. Did Letitia James direct nearly $500,000 taxpayer dollars to the governor's husband's law firm right before getting a $10 million legal shield slipped into the state budget? This is political power, privilege, and protection at its worst, and we're breaking it all down right now. Welcome to Nellie Miranda. Before we get into this video, please make sure you like and subscribe, as it really helps support the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, we're all tired of Letitia James. I know. But we must keep you all informed and updated, especially New Yorkers, so they can be sure to vote her out of office. Okay, so Letitia James, New York's Attorney General, is under intense federal scrutiny, and now we're learning that her office sent $483,404 in state funds to Davis Polk, a white-collar defense firm, right after the governor's husband took a job there. So let's break that down. For 14 straight months, Letitia James' office paid nothing to Davis Polk under a $325,000 contract. Then, in January 2024, Governor Hochul's husband, William Hochul, joins Davis Polk's white-collar defense unit. And like clockwork, just weeks later, the money starts flowing. By mid-2025, the total paid out is $483,404. No public announcement, no press release, just state funding quietly funneled into a politically connected law firm employing the governor's spouse. Now you may ask, was this contract still active? Well, get this. The contract had technically expired, but instead of letting it lapse, James's office filed an extension 401 days late. 401. Try missing your taxes by 401 days and see what happens. So let's walk through the timeline that Sam Antar graciously put together. Okay, so according to the timeline, on February 1st, 2023, Davis Polk contract begins, and the contract is for $325,000. No payments flow for 14 months. January 2nd, 2024, William Hochul joins Davis Polk, and that is the governor's husband. He now enters the white-collar defense unit. In January 31st, 2024, the contract expires. The original contract that was in place before Hochul began working at this particular law firm. So on March 8th, 2024, the expired contract is approved and filed. And then April 30th, 2024, is the first AG payment to Davis Polk in the amount of $231,644, 4 months after William Hochul joined the law firm. And then on August 23rd, 2024, contract amended, and then another $250,000 extends to January 2026. So as you can see, there was no payments for 14 months. Then the governor's husband joins Davis Polk, and then you get the $483,000 in taxpayer money, which suddenly starts flowing. There was a 401-day late contract filing. Then in May 2025, the same week, James becomes the target of a federal investigation. Governor Hochul adds a $10 million legal defense fund into the state budget. So the same governor whose husband works for the firm cashing in. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. Now, Hochul didn't announce this shield during a press conference. No press release. It was buried in budget language, shielding state officials like James from personally bearing legal expenses in criminal investigation. So the translation is, if James is charged, then you will pay for her defense. So when asked about the investigation, Hochul said, quote, "Hell yeah, these are political prosecutions." Notice she didn't say that they were not true. She didn't say that the payments did not happen. She just blamed the messenger. This is classic progressive politics. When caught red-handed, cry partisan. See, this is exactly why we have to fight for limited government and real accountability. There needs to be terms in office. Because Letitia James has spent years going after Trump, saying no one is above the law. But now that the heat's on her, she gets $10 million of your tax dollars as a personal safety net. And her cronies get contracts with 400-day paperwork gaps. No, absolutely not. This is crazy. Republican State Senator Andrew Lanza called it, quote, the height of hypocrisy. That's exactly what it is. But Democrats like Michael Janaris, he dismissed it as a partisan attack. Of course he did, because in New York politics, protecting the machine is more important than protecting the public. And here's the real issue. If the roles were reversed, if a Republican AG funneled $500,000 to the governor's husband's firm, then got $10 million shielded in the budget while under federal investigation, CNN will be live streaming from Albany 24/7. But since it's Letitia James and she went after Trump, the media is crickets. The paper trail uncovered by Sam Antar at whitecollarfraud.com shows everything. No payments before William Hochul, huge spike in payments after, retroactive filings, and silence from the mainstream press. This isn't speculation. This is documented facts. There should be immediate hearings in Albany, a full ethics investigation, an independent audit of all AG office contracts with politically connected law firms. They should also repeal that $10 million budget shield. If James is innocent, let her prove it on her own dime, like the rest of us. Letitia James says that she is protecting democracy, but in reality, she's protecting herself with your wallet. That's not public service. That's public betrayal. And this isn't just a scandal. It's a symptom of a two-tier justice system where the people in power write the rules to benefit themselves. So what do you think? If Letitia James was so confident in her integrity, why did she need a $10 million escape clause? And why did she direct money to a law firm connected to the governor, whose office just so happens to have her back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because if no one is above the law, then that has to include Letitia James. And as always, if honest commentary brings you value, please make sure you like and subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.